All right, back. Mercy Sports Talk in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. Appreciate the love, support, everybody showing the channel. Best way to show that love and support is to share the video. And I'm pretty much working on the podcast. So I really want to kind of get the podcast rolling end of the year this year. So I'm going to kind of, I might keep the anchor format. I might go over the speaker. So I'm going to have guests and I'm going to have a host. So I already have an idea of where my host's going to be. So I might look for one more female host, and then we might, sit out here, get some interviews and give a different perspective and a more raw, if that's a word, perspective of Detroit sports and news and what's going on. So it's going to be hot. But let's talk about a little bit about the Lions. I know we in the bye week, and people talking about who the general manager is, who going to be the head coach. Slow down, baby. At the end of the day, what y'all need to understand, it starts with the ownership, okay? Ownership can make a general manager and a head coach look like what they're supposed to look like, and that's even bad or good, or it can make them look totally terrible. And what y'all got to understand is Sheila has to show that she's a different owner, from her mom and her pops. They was both terrible. I won't say her mom was a terrible owner because I can't put it on her. She about 109 years old. But the Lions have always been seen as a frugal franchise. They only want to take chances on guys like Adrian Peterson when they get older, and they don't want to spend money. That's kind of been the situation with the Lions. And we don't know how good or how bad Bob Quinn or Tom Lewine and Martin Mayhew truly was. Maybe they wanted to bring back Ndamukong Suh, and Martin Mayhew's marching orders was to do it at a certain price. I guarantee you if Martin Mayhew had an open credit line or open money line to bring back Ndamukong Suh, he would have brought back Ndamukong Suh. And I think if you gave Bob Quinn some truth serum, maybe he'd tell you that the ownership, he wanted a new quarterback, but the ownership wouldn't let him. Could I believe that? Yeah. Or he wanted to build it a certain way, but the ownership wouldn't let him. Okay. So Sheila has to show us that she is a different owner. And how does she start by showing that she's a different owner? There's two ways. One way that she should do is fire them in the middle of the season. If she want to fire them and they don't win on Thanksgiving and that's the final straw, I'm cool with it. If she fired them tomorrow, I'm cool with it. But if she want to show that she different, they got to be fired in the season no later than Black Monday. They got to be fired. There's no holding on. If they come back next year, it's the SOL, same old Lions owner. SOLO, same old Lions owner. But the second way she can show us she coming back is actually put her money where her mouth is. Hire a general manager, hire a senior advisor, spend that money on the best that money can find and buy, and put them guys in position. But also, you can show us that you want to spend that money on Kenny Galladay. Why is Galladay not being paid yet? But before we talking about owners and about general managers and coaches and stuff of that nature, we got to know that our owner is 100% committed to winning. Because we can come in here and we can snatch John Lynch away from the 49ers, which won't happen, and he don't get the same performance out of the Lions that he did the 49ers. And the only thing I can point to is the organization, it's the ownership. She has to be willing to spend the money. She has to be willing to let these guys work and do what's best for the franchise. And if Sheila ain't willing to spend the money, I don't even know what we're talking. They tried to build a championship for cheap. That was the reason that the NFL hiring search put Bob Quinn with Martha in the Lions. They don't want to spend the money to bring a title here. That's the issue. You have to spend money on the best GM, the best head coaches, and the best players. And it ain't like you in the red. They get $250 million every year for TV money. So how you in the red? It's just they want to pocket more money. If Sheila want to show us that she's different, fire them and start spending the money that need to be spent. Don't be Dan Snyder. Don't just spend money recklessly and still don't have a winner. We saying spend money in the parameters of whatever your advisor, your general manager, and your head coach lay out. So we can't sit here and say, oh, who should be the next GM? Who should be the next head coach? Do Sheila know where to look? Do she know where to look? Under tables, over tables, do she know where to look? Or is the NFL going to help her in the hiring search? And you think the NFL want to help us be champions? Hell no. They don't even want to give us victories. If the Lions were on 16 every year, the league would not care. This is the importance of leadership. She got to know who to hire and who for them to hire and who for them to hire. So you got an advisor, general manager to hire, coaching staff to hire. And for too long, we ain't never had the right people in place. And that's because of her. And she needs somebody that can kind of point her in the right direction, not her husband. He can help, but she needs a guy that know exactly what he's doing. Boom, bam, boom, boom here. And if she care about the lines and she knows she can't deliver that, then she'll do us a favor by selling the team. But it's not hard. You got so many great guys that came through this organization that can help you out. If the Vikings fire, what's his name, Chris Spielman, brother, why not hire him? He's done a great job. His only mistake is bringing Kirk Cousins in the Minnesota organization, at least his biggest mistake. Why not hire Chris Spielman? He could be an advisor, a general manager. You know, Jim Caldwell can be a senior advisor. Maybe he can be a general manager. You know, Tony Dungy, maybe he could be a senior advisor. He don't want to be a coach no more. You know, maybe he could be a senior advisor on him and he can still keep his NBC job. I mean, Louis Riddick, you know, maybe, you know, if you can get him to be the GM, that's cool. If you get him to be a senior advisor, that's cool. Or maybe you take two of them and put them together and say, Louis Riddick and Jim Caldwell, can y'all work it out? That's cool. You got so many great guys that came through this organization or came from this great state of Michigan. Why not? If she want to show us that she different, she can start by firing them in the offseason, in season. 2, she can start off by getting a senior advisor. You know, but it's a lot of candidates out there. We get into a live stream probably tomorrow about it, about who would I kind of, you know, limit to or bring in the candidates for general manager. I'll give you candidates for senior advisor, general manager, and then I can give you a head coach. And I got a few head coaches that I actually like, and most of them not first-timers. And we didn't have enough first-timers. Jim Schwartz, Rod Medinelli, going back to Gary Mulder. I'm not sure if Wayne Fox was a first-time head coach. I mean, you just keep going on and on. I think Mariucci wasn't the first-time head coach. He had coached the 49ers. But I think Mariucci was the last head coach we had that wasn't the first-year head coach that I could think of, because after Mariucci, who do we have? Rod Medinelli, I think. He was a first-time head coach. He always talked about Pal. I hated that dude. I don't hate him as a man. I hate him as a coach. Then you could think, then you probably had Jim Schwartz come in. You sure definitely did 09, 010-ish. You had Jim Schwartz come in, first-time head coach. After Jim Schwartz, you had Jim Caldwell. He wasn't the first-time head coach, so my bad. You got rid of him, brought Matt Patricia in, first-time head coach. I think they need a veteran. But, you know, I would just start with the advisor and then the general manager, and then hopefully it could trickle down. But remember, a head coach ain't somebody that calls the plays, not all the time. A head coach is somebody that can manage game clock and game management, clock situations. They can manage personalities. They make the schedules for the bus, for the coaching hotels, the team hotels, the team bus when we leaving, walk through. So they need somebody that's done it before and somebody that's been respected in this league and put some respect on their name. But I mean, it's gonna be a good live stream. Hopefully tomorrow or Saturday, it's gonna be a good live stream. I will squeeze the Piston live stream in because we don't have no Lions game. I might do them both in one day. Who knows? But if she want to start showing that she different, I think firing them is the first way, and admitting that she don't know what she's doing and she need help in bringing the senior advisor. And I hope this information get back to her. She already thinking about it. And if you feel like you can't bring a winner here, stop gypping the city and just sell the team. And please don't come in here. Well, if they sell the team, they're going to move. If Jacksonville ain't never moved and the Chargers really ain't moved, they stayed in California, they didn't have no fan base, I'm not worried about them moving the Lions at all. It's too lucrative here. Now, if you said the Tigers, I doubt it too, but any other Detroit team, I probably would think about it. Because when they doing bad, they don't sell tickets like the Lions. The Lions sell tickets rain, sleet, snow, sunny. And I believe if we didn't have that dome on top of the stadium, it'd be the same way. The Lions have the most credible hardcore fans out there. There ain't no bandwagon fans in Lion Country. Not too many of them. And if they are bandwagon fans, they Barry Sanders fans. or Calvin Johnson fans. Ain't too many bandwagon fans here. Cleveland, us in Cleveland and Cincinnati got hardcore fans. No matter how high, how low we are, they still gonna have fans that support them. And that's just the fact of the matter. You got to understand our fan base is solid. They going to spend money. They going to come to the stadium. This ain't a Jaguars or a Chargers situation. If Sheila actually understood, if the Lions actually did become a winner, does she understand how much money that she'll be worth? She could sell nosebleed tickets for $1,000 at Ford Field. $1,000 at Ford Field, and it still would be sold out. Do she understand that she got a hardcore fan base that's just ready to support the team? And then that's not even going to count the bandwagon fans across America. Same thing for Cleveland and Cincinnati. You got to understand, those franchises like that, man, they ain't no fans like them three teams. If New England wasn't winning, they wouldn't have a hardcore fan base. Not like that. This Midwest fan base stuff, Chicago, they always gonna have fans. Chicago, Detroit, Cincinnati, Cleveland, there's no fans like that before. Chicago ain't been to the Super Bowl in how long? Since Rex Grossman. They fans always there. Win, lose, dry, rain, sleet, snow, sunny. Cincinnati always gonna have fans. Cleveland always gonna have fans. You know, so people need to understand that this fan base in this area is tremendous. And if you want to throw in Pittsburgh too, and Philadelphia, it's kind of right there, like hardcore fans. Philly waited for years, showed up and showed out for years to get a Super Bowl. And I'm going to tell you this, Detroit Lions get a Super Bowl, it's going to be 1,000 times more jubilee than the Eagles winning it. But let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App is CJGood313. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate. Share the video. Don't forget check my other channel out for more sports news and entertainment. Goodfellas Sports TV right here on YouTube. One time we go.